guys, you're listening in with April and Kim, where we talk about whatever we feel like from beginning to end. I am April.
And I'm Kim.
And this is Tanner.
I'm Tina.
It's pretty cold, huh?
It is snowing in Austin, Texas.
Yeah, it's freezing. There's definitely some sort of weird snow falling out there. Not quite sure what to call it, honestly. Yeah. But it's there.
Yeah.
It's white, and it's there. But, completely polar opposite of that.
Yes.
We're going to be talking about something pretty hot.
Yes.
And something that's been on your TV and on your phone. It's the fires in LA. And I know we talked about the Rainey Street Ripper last time, and we're still going to be going back to that subject.
Yeah.
But we need to talk about this while it's hot and on topic.
It's
and
pretty important.
It's very important.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there's a lot of conspiracies around it, and this episode, we want it to be extremely interactive, so we're going to make this short and sweet.
Yes.
But we're going to ask you to make as many, remarks and be
comments,
be as interactive as you possibly can, so we can have a complete conversation about this with you guys. So let's talk a little bit about it.
When did it start?
So it started January 7th, and it's crazy because most of the fires that start don't really ever make it to LA, but the winds, for some reason, instead of blowing it north, I mean, we all know where it went instead. And
I heard that it was kind of weird from some news clip. I'm not sure exactly where. I've seen so many that in January that's not really heard of, like the dry season, but I'm not sure. I don't live there.
I don't know enough about that.
Yeah.
But that's why we're gonna do this. This episode is we're gonna talk about all the conspiracies, throw them all out there, and have you guys talk back with us and
don't talk back
together and figure out what the heck, why, where did it start, how did it start, because everybody's kind of at the same consensus that this wasn't natural.
Yeah, it's like, well, and State Farm just dropped a bunch of people, and there's no water in the hydrants, and the mayor was not saying much at all.
There was a little bit of confusion.
It's crazy. Okay, so the water in the fire hydrants, that is unreal. I mean, their response was they were just not prepared for such a big fire and they're prepared for small, urban fires. Mm-hmm. They're not prepared for something of this magnitude. So of course their fire hydrants are gonna go bone dry. But it's the point that there should have been something in place, because that's just bizarre. And there's fire departments coming from Canada, there's fire departments coming from all over. I mean, even Mexico.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah.
So let's talk about some of the conspiracies. There were 8 fires in 48 hours. One of the conspiracies is a kind of, cuckoo one for a lot of people, but for us, it's not that out there, because if you know, smart meters. So there's a rumor that these fires started by the homes having smart meters and the lithium batteries just burning up. And, I just don't buy that, because, the fires aren't starting in homes, that's not.
Right.
Yeah.
The wind blew it.
But I don't think that,
or is it the smart city that they want to rebuild?
That's where we're
talking about smart.
Yeah, exactly.
There's so many angles.
Exactly. And then there's the conspiracy of this is all done to create way for a 15-minute city. Have you heard about it? Because if you haven't heard about it, look it up. We don't have time to go through that. But I'm telling you, look it up if you don't know about the 15-minute city, because, they're definitely, it's not hidden. It's planned. It's going to happen somewhere. And LA would be a good place to start it. So that's another angle.
Another angle is the P. Diddy thing.
Yeah.
Said one of the
hiding the evidence, hiding the tunnels.
Had your kids, had your
So
wife.
many tunnels underneath LA.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It just it's kind of, that's a kind of funny coincidence
Yeah.
that all these people are coming to light, and then the next thing you know, all their homes are getting burned up.
And like some of the celebrities fleed out of the country. Maybe they knew about these
Yeah.
fires. I don't know.
They said, adios amigos. But yeah, so another conspiracy was, the award show.
Yes.
When talking about not giving any claim to God, and the next day,
Your city is on fire.
the same thing.
We don't know.
I mean, no, but that's a conspiracy.
It's a conspiracy.
The same thing, but they're like, Mexico did the same thing. They mocked Jesus, and the next day, they're the waters, and then this happened in LA with the fires, and there's the angle people are talking about revelations.
Yeah.
And we're gonna dive deeper into that. Like that's one that I want to dive deep
There's
into myself.
so many. Wasn't there someone spotted a laser?
Yep.
Frickin' laser beam.
I'm gonna pull up the video. If I'm not mistaken, I think it was like the 9th or something like that.
There was a laser
Yeah,
spotted.
it's crazy, but I'm gonna pull it up. But I mean, it goes like the whole Hawaii thing and the blue lasers. I mean, the lasers with the blue roofs, and if you know, you know.
And what's up with some of the cars not burning?
Yeah, and the same thing happened in Hawaii. I mean, the cars are completely melted. The homes are melted, but yet here stands a palm tree.
Yeah.
Here stands a palm tree, right, Tiano?
There's so many. My thing is like the mayor not giving answers. Like from what I heard.
What's funny is like I don't even think the mayor has answers. I think this is so much bigger. If it is something like that's not natural, it's probably so much bigger than that.
And
Because
wasn't the Super Bowl commercial like with Arnold Schwarzenegger and like
and
the house on fire and the pets coming out?
Yep. That's the next conspiracy I was going to talk about.
There's so many.
The conspiracy is that a lot of these homes in LA and those surrounding areas, the mountains over there, they were dropped by their insurances before these fires. And now, I mean, and these are not inexpensive homes.
I think the cheapest I heard was $1 million.
Cheap. Yeah, and that's
cheap.
that's
like one of the influencers.
Yeah.
But they were like up to like 10.5 million. These houses were expensive.
Oh my gosh.
But how many people have? Because I heard just recently one story, like the lady didn't want to leave her home. She was an older actress.
Yeah.
And she died in her home. They found their remains.
But that's not unheard of. That's what happens. Everybody doesn't want to leave their homes. So it's like the hurricanes and stuff. It's so sad. But 27 people have died, and 12 are still missing, uncounted for, or more. 12 and counting. So 12 and counting. But it's so sad. I mean, people are sitting there armed, sitting in really bad air quality, trying to just to guard their homes from people looting and things of that sort. It's disgusting. It's so sad, But there's so many angles. So please, guys, respond with some questions yourself too.
Yeah.
If you have an angle that you think, hey, have y'all thought about this?
Do you think it was just natural disaster? Do you think? I mean, but as I hear of tonight, the winds are going to be heavy again, possibly restarting those LA fires. And it's just sad because I told you earlier, on my bucket list was to see LA because I'm in entertainment. I want to be around that, want to see that. And now it's not possible. Like, I'm not going to get to see it.
All these movies you and I love to watch, these old black and white movies, like that we were like, oh, we're going to go
Marilyn
look
Monroe.
where these were filmed.
Yeah.
I mean, it's gone.
The talk shows I wanted to go to.
It's gone, And it's so sad because as new as all, these homes were, there was so much burnt down that was like, historical. So...
Yeah, and so many celebrity houses are gone. Paris Hilton, Ben Affleck, Rosie O'Donnell. I mean, there's like 100 that I just looked up recently.
That's so sad.
Anna Faris.
But yeah, the conspiracies go on and on, y'all. It's heartbreaking. My heart goes out to y'all. My heart goes out to LA. My heart goes out to California and everybody.
And all the animals.
We're going to be having links. We're going to be putting links in the bio and the descriptions for disaster relief for all the wildlife and people with their pets and animals. And we're going to do everything that we can to help. So
yeah. Drop your comments.
Let's talk about this. Let's get it out there. So thank you guys so much for listening in with April and Kim. I'm April. This is Tanner.
I'm Kim.
And until next time, I just want to thank you guys for listening in with April and Kim. And don't forget to like and subscribe.